someone else's underlining inside. Whoever read this felt the same as I did, and left their feeling there for me to find. I buy it and a postcard of the street, and step back out into the afternoon. The city's slightly different than I left it, as bookshops have a way of changing soon. There are places in a city built for wandering, where time moves at the pace of turning pages, and everything outside can wait a moment while you slip between the centuries and ages. Still browsing shelves in every town I find. I've learned to pack for 2 weeks in a carry, the discipline of choosing what to bring, and leaving at the door all the superfluous that weighs you down and doesn't mean a thing. The road outside is pointing somewhere useful, and I have half a tank and half a plan. The radio delivering whatever it feels like giving to a traveling woman. There is an economy in moving lightly, in needing less than everything you own, in finding that the world provides sufficient of whatever makes you feel less alone. I stop at noon in a village I can't name, and have a lunch of bread and local wine, and talk to no one, but am not quite lonely, just pleasantly and quietly fine. By nightfall I have found a place to rest, beside a field with stars above the dark, and everything I need is in that suitcase, and everything I want is in my heart. There is an economy in moving lightly, in needing less than everything you own, in finding that the world provides sufficient of whatever makes you feel less alone. Still traveling with just enough and more. I took my second cup out to the garden, and sat beside the roses in the sun, and all the morning business of the outside had only just that minute well begun. A blackbird worked the border near the fence, with focused and determined indecision. street, and I admire the clarity of purpose, of something that knows exactly what to be. There is a satisfaction in the garden that only those who tend them fully know. The patience and the pleasure of the growing, the joy of watching everything below. I pulled a weed or two without much effort, and tied the climbing rose back to the wall, and found the kind of focus, concentration that makes the rest of living feel less small. By 10 the sun had moved above the rooftop, and I went back inside to start the day, but carried something from the morning garden that stayed with me the whole and gentle way. There is a satisfaction in the garden that only those who tend them fully know. The patience and the pleasure of the growing, the joy of watching everything below. Still finding peace among the morning flowers. The terminal at 6 is its own country, with customs of the restless and the free. And I am at the gate before they call it, belonging to the somewhere I will be. The window seat delivers what it promised, a patchwork slowly shrinking into mist. The city I departed growing smaller, until it joined the places I have missed. There is a version of yourself at altitude, released from all the gravity below, who sees the world arranged in simple patterns and feels the pull of places yet to go. They bring a tray of something almost edible, and I eat it with the appetite of flight, while somewhere 40,000 feet below us, someone is beginning their Tuesday night. Descent begins and everything sharpens. New streets, new signs, new language on the air. And I collect my bag and step into it, the particular adventure waiting there. There is a version of yourself at altitude, released from all the gravity below, who sees the world around care than was needed. I never made a point of giving back. The smallest gestures carried all the meaning, the ones that go unnoticed till they're gone. And I have spent the better part of after still feeling all the warmth they built upon. It is the little things that stay the longest, the ones that ask for nothing in return. The daily and the quiet and the faithful, the kind of love that takes a life to learn. I set the table now with the same care, and fold the things the way you showed me how, and find that all the habits you left with me are how I keep you present in the now. And now is where I live with all of this, not looking back but carrying it here, inside the ordinary and the daily, a warmth that makes the simplest things feel clear. It is the little things that stay the longest, the ones that ask for nothing in return. The daily and the quiet and the faithful, the kind of love that takes a life to learn. Still keeping all the little things you gave.
The morning had a quality of plenty. Before the day it asked me anything, and I stood at the window with my coffee and felt the simple joy of everything. The garden was attending to its business. The birds were doing what they always do, and all the unremarkable around me felt like something worth the seeing through. Some days arrive and feel like they were given, not earned or planned, but simply handed down. And I receive them with the grace of someone who knows how rare it is to not be down. I walked the long way round through morning market and stopped at things that caught me on the way, and found the whole experience of wandering was more than enough to make a perfect day. By evening I was sitting with the sunset and counting all the small things that had shown, and felt the rare contentment of a person who gave the day completely on his own. Some days arrive and feel like they were given, not earned or planned, but simply handed down. And I receive knows how rare it is to not be down. Still grateful for the gift of every day.
The sky was such a blue it almost hurt, the kind that only comes in early June. And I set out with nowhere much in mind, and let the colors set the afternoon. The streets were full of people doing likewise, all drawn outside by something overhead. And everyone was walking just a little more slowly and more openly than said. A sky like this is almost an instruction to put aside whatever was your plan, and give the day completely to the outside, and be as present as a person can. I found a park and lay down on the grass, and looked directly up into the blue, and felt the world rotating underneath me, and everything felt simple and brand new. By 5 the blue had softened into evening, and I walked home through streets still warm with light, and felt the deep contentment of a person who gave themselves completely to the bright. A sky like this is almost an instruction to put aside whatever was your plan, and give the day completely to the outside, and be as present as a person can. Still looking up at every perfect sky. The terrace faces east and catches everything the sun decides to offer at the start. A table and a chair and the whole morning laid out like a gift without a chart. The lemon tree beside the wall is heavy with fruit that nobody has thought to pick, and bees are working through it with precision. The air around it golden, warm and thick. Some mornings feel like they were made for standing inside them with your face turned to the blue, when everything is simple and abundant, and being here stumbles across the wall in passing, a word or two about the day ahead, and then the morning settles back to quiet, and I remain inside it gently fed. By 10 the sun has moved across the terrace, the shadow of the lemon tree grown long, and I have done precisely what was needed, which was to be exactly where I belong. Some mornings feel like they were made for standing inside them with your face turned to the blue, when everything is simple and abundant, and being here is all you have to do. Still standing in the morning with the light. The platform emptied out by 9:30, and just a handful waited in the cold, and I stood with my collar turned against it, and felt the evening doing what evenings told. The board above us clicked into its final announcement of the night, and nothing more. And somewhere down the line a light was coming that would take us all to somewhere we'd been before. Last trains have a quality of finishing, a feeling that the day has had its say, and everyone who boards them carries something of all the living fitted in the day. Flowers sat opposite and smiled the way that tired people do, and I smiled back and felt the shared acknowledgement of two people heading somewhere they knew. By the final stop the carriage had grown quiet, and I stepped out into the cooling air and walked home through the empty streets of evening, with everything the day had left to bear. Last trains have a quality of finishing, a feeling that the day has had its say, and everyone who boards them carries something of all the living fitted in the day. Still catching every last train of the night. street was mine alone at 7:30, before the neighborhood had found its voice. And I moved through the early morning quietly, as if the silence were a conscious choice. The baker had his lights on at the corner, the smell of something warm along the air, and everything about the start of walking felt like a gift beyond compare. There is a world that only early risers discover in the hours before the rush, when all the streets are silver in the morning, and everything is held inside a hush. A blackbird on the fence post sang his daily announcement to the waking neighborhood, and I stopped just a moment just to listen, and felt the morning doing what it should. By 9 I had already lived enough to make the rest feel like a welcome gift, and carried home the early morning with me, and felt the whole day benefit from the lift. There is a world that only early risers discover in the hours before the rush, when all the streets are silver in the morning, and everything is held inside a hush. Still rising early, just to have the streets. The rain came just as all the roses opened, and hit them with a generosity. And I watched from the window as they bent beneath the weight of all that silver free. By afternoon the shower had passed through and left the roses heavier and bright, and I went out and walked among them slowly, and found them even lovelier in that light. Some beauty needs the rain to show itself, needs weight and water to reveal its best, and roses after rainfall have a richness that dry and sunny days cannot contest. I cut a dozen stems and brought them in, and filled the kitchen with their particular scent, and felt the afternoon had given something more beautiful than any day had meant. That evening with the roses on the table, the rain came back and drummed upon the glass, and I sat with it all contentedly and let the wet and fragrant evening pass. Some beauty needs the rain to show itself, needs weight and water to reveal its best. And roses after rainfall have a richness that dry and sunny days cannot contest. Still finding roses lovelier after rain.
We've covered quite a distance, you and I, through all the seasons time decided on. And looking back across the years between us, I find I wouldn't change a single one. The hard ones made us something worth the keeping. The easy ones reminded us to breathe, and all the ordinary ones between them were where the most important things took seed. Some things grow better with the passing seasons. Some loves get deeper as the decades turn, and what we have has only grown more certain, more worth the having with each passing return. I find you in the mornings without thinking, the way the day just naturally includes your presence in the fabric of the living, the best of all my daily gratitudes. And gratitude is where I live with all of it, not looking back but carrying it near, inside the ordinary, in the faithful, a warmth that makes the simplest things more clear. Some things grow better with the passing seasons. Some loves get deeper as the decades turn, and what we have has only grown more certain, more worth the having with each passing return. Still grateful for the years we've had together.
river path runs quiet in the morning, before the joggers find their usual pace. And I walk slowly with no destination, just giving time and breathing all the space. The heron takes his post at the same corner, regarding everything with ancient calm. And I pass by with with the deference he deserves, like walking through a quietly held song. The water sets the pace for everything. It neither hurries nor decides to stay. And I have learned from all these morning walkings to move a little more the water's way. By the second bend, the town has disappeared behind the trees, and only sky remains. And I am briefly somewhere without edges, released from all the ordinary claims. I turn back when the path begins to narrow, and walk home with the current at my side, and arrive back at the door a little different than the one who left before the morning drive. The water sets the pace for everything. It neither hurries nor decides to stay. And I have learned from all these morning walkings to move a little more the water's way. Still walking with the water every day. The bell above the door rings when you enter, the smell of paper rising like a tide, and every shelf a different kind of country you hadn't planned to visit, but step inside. The owner knows his stock without the system. He leads you to the shelf without a map, and leaves you there to find what finds you first, while he returns to his particular nap. There are places in a city built for wandering, where time moves at the pace of turning pages, and everything outside can wait a moment while you slip between the centuries and ages. I find a novel no one seems to know, with someone else's underlining inside. Whoever read this felt the same as I did, and left their feeling there for me to find. I buy it and a postcard of the street, and step back out into the afternoon. The city's slightly different than I left it, as bookshops have a way of changing soon. There are places in a city built for wandering, where time moves at the pace of turning pages, and everything in every town I find. I've learned to pack for 2 weeks in a carry, the discipline of choosing what to bring and leaving at the door all the superfluous that weighs you down and doesn't mean a thing. The road outside is pointing somewhere useful, and I have half a tank and half a plan. The radio delivering whatever it feels like giving to a traveling woman. There is an economy in moving lightly, in needing less than everything you own, in finding that the world provides sufficient of whatever makes you feel less alone. I stop at noon in a village I can't name and have a lunch of bread and local wine, and talk to no one, but am not quite lonely, just pleasantly and quietly fine. By nightfall I have found a place to rest beside a field with stars above the dark, and everything I need is in that suitcase, and everything I want is in my heart. There is an economy in moving lightly, in needing less than everything you own, in finding that the world provides sufficient of whatever makes you feel less alone. Still traveling with just enough and more. I took my second cup out to the garden and sat beside the roses in the sun, and all the morning business of the outside had only just that minute well begun. A blackbird worked the border near the fence with focused and determined industry, and I admire the clarity of purpose of something that knows exactly what to be. There is a satisfaction in the garden that only those who tend them fully know. The patience and the pleasure of the growing, the joy of watching everything below. without much effort and tied the climb carried something from the morning garden that stayed with me the whole and gentle way. There is a satisfaction in the garden that only those who tend them fully know. The patience and the pleasure of the growing, the joy of watching everything below, still finding peace among the morning flowers. The terminal at 6 is its own country, with customs of the restless and the free. And I am at the gate before they call it, belonging to the sun where I will be. The window seat delivers what it promised, a patchwork slowly shrinking into mist. The city I departed growing smaller, until it joined the places I have missed. There is a version of yourself at altitude, released from all the gravity below, who sees the world arranged in simple patterns and feels the pull of places yet to go. They bring a tray of something almost edible, and I eat it with the appetite of flight, while somewhere 40,000 feet below us, someone is beginning their Tuesday night. Descent begins and everything sharpens. New streets, new signs, new language on the air. And I collect my bag and step into it, the particular adventure waiting there. There is a version of yourself at altitude, released from all the gravity below, who sees the world arranged in simple patterns and feels the pull of places yet to go, still pressing faces to the window glass. You always knew the way I took my coffee and left the window open just a crack, and folded things with more care than was needed, and never made a point of giving back. The smallest gestures carried all the meaning, the ones that go unnoticed till they're gone. And I have bitter part of after, still feeling all the warmth they built upon. It is the little things that stay the longest, the ones that ask for nothing in return. The daily and the quiet and the faithful, the kind of love that takes a life to learn. I set the table now with the same care, and for the things the way you showed me how, and find that all the habits you left with me are how I keep you present in the now. And now is where I live with all of this, not looking back but carrying it here, inside the ordinary and the daily, a warmth that makes the simplest things feel clear. It is the little things that stay the longest, the ones that ask for nothing in return. The daily and the quiet and the faithful, the kind of love that takes a life to learn. Still keeping all the little things you gave.
The morning had a quality of plenty before the day had asked me anything. And I stood at the window with my coffee and felt the simple joy of everything. The garden was attending to its business. The birds were doing what they always do, and all the unremarkable around me felt like something worth the seeing through. Some days arrive and feel like they were given, not earned or planned, but simply handed down. And I receive them with the grace of someone who knows how rare it is to not be down. I walked the long way round through morning market and stopped at things that caught me on the way, and found the whole experience of wandering was more than enough to make a perfect day. By evening I was sitting with the sunset and counting all the small things that had shown, and felt the rare contentment of a person who gave the day completely on his own. Some days arrive and feel like they were given, not earned or planned, but simply handed down. And I receive them with the grace of someone who knows how rare it is to not be down. Still grateful for the gift of every day.
blooms in early June, and I set out with nowhere much in mind, and let the colors set the afternoon. The streets were full of people doing likewise, all drawn outside by something overhead, and everyone was walking just a little more slowly and more openly than said. A sky like this is almost an instruction to put aside whatever was your plan, and give the day completely to the outside, and be as present as a person can. I found a park and lay down on the grass, and looked directly up into the blue, and felt the world rotating underneath me, and everything felt simple and brand new. By 5 the blue had softened into evening, and I walked home through streets still warm with light, and felt the deep contentment of a person who gave themselves completely to the bright. A sky like this is almost an instruction to put aside whatever was your plan, and give the day completely to the outside, and be as present as a person can. Still looking up at every perfect sky. The terrace faces east and catches everything the sun decides to offer at the start. A table and a chair and the whole morning laid out like a gift without a chart. The lemon tree beside the wall is heavy with fruit that nobody has thought to pick, and bees are working through it with precision. The air around it golden, warm and thick. Some mornings feel like they were made for standing inside them with your face turned to the blue, when everything is simple and abundant, and being here is all you have to do. A neighbor calls across the wall in passing, a word or two about the day ahead, and then the morning settles back to quiet, and I remain inside it gently fed. By 10 the sun has moved across the terrace, the shadow of the lemon tree grown long, and I have done precisely was needed, which was to be exactly where I belong. Some mornings feel like they were made for standing inside them with your face turned to the blue, when everything is simple and abundant, and being here is all you have to do. Still standing in the morning with the light. The platform emptied out by 9:30, and just a handful waited in the cold. And I stood with my collar turned against it, and felt the evening doing what evenings told. The board above us clicked into its final announcement of the night, and nothing more. And somewhere down the line a light was coming that would take us all to somewhere we'd been before. Last trains have a quality of finishing, a feeling that the day has had its say, and everyone who boards them carries something of all the living fitted in the day. Flowers sat opposite and smiled the way that tired people do. And I smiled back and felt the shared acknowledgement of two people heading somewhere they knew. By the final stop, the carriage had grown quiet, and I stepped out into the cooling air and walked home through the empty streets of evening, with everything the day had left to bear. Last trains have a quality of finishing, a feeling that the day has had its say, and everyone who boards them carries something of all the living fitted in the day. Still catching every last train of the night. 7 before the neighborhood had found its voice, and I moved through the early morning quietly, as if the silence were a conscious choice. The baker had his lights on at the corner, the smell of something warm along the air, and everything about the start of walking felt like a gift beyond compare. There is a world that only early risers discover in the hours before the rush, when all the streets are silver in the morning, and everything is held inside a hush. A blackbird on the fence post sang his daily announcement to the waking neighborhood, and I stopped just a moment just to listen, and felt the morning doing what it should. By 9 I had already lived enough to make the rest feel like a welcome gift, and carried home the early morning with me, and felt the whole day benefit from the lift. There is a world that only early risers discover in the hours before the rush, when all the streets are silver in the morning, and everything is held inside a hush. Still rising early, just to have the streets just as all the roses opened, and hit them with a generosity. And I watched from the window as they bent beneath the weight of all that silver free. By afternoon the shower had passed through and left the roses heavier and bright. And I went out and walked among them slowly, and found them even lovelier in that light. Some beauty needs the rain to show itself, needs weight and water to reveal its best. And roses after rainfall have a richness that dry and sunny days cannot contest. I cut a dozen stems and brought them in, and filled the kitchen with their particular scent, and felt the afternoon had given something more beautiful than any day had meant. That evening with the roses on the table, the rain came back and drummed upon the glass, and I sat with it all contentedly and let the wet and fragrant evening pass. Some beauty needs the rain to show itself, needs weight and water to reveal its best. And roses after rainfall have a richness that dry and sunny days cannot contest. Still finding roses lovelier after rain.
We've covered quite a distance, you and I, through all the seasons time decided on. And looking back across the years between us, I find I wouldn't change a single one. The hard ones made us something worth the keeping. The easy ones reminded us to breathe, and all the ordinary ones between them were where the most important things took seed. Some things grow better with the passing seasons. Some loves get deeper as the decades turn, and what we have has only grown more certain, more worth the having with each passing return. I find you in the mornings without thinking, the way the day just naturally includes your presence in the fabric of the living, the best of all my daily gratitudes. And gratitude is where I live with all of it, not looking back but carrying it near, inside the ordinary, in the faithful, a warmth that makes the simplest things more clear. Some things grow better with the passing seasons. Some loves get deeper as the decades turn, and what we have has only grown more certain, more worth the having with each passing return. Still grateful for the years we've had together.
The path runs quiet in the morning, before the joggers find their usual pace, and I walk slowly with no destination, just giving time and breathing all the space. The heron takes his post at the same corner, regarding everything with ancient calm, and I pass by with the deference he deserves, like walking through a quietly held sky remains, and I am briefly somewhere without edges, released from all the ordinary claims. I turn back when the path begins to narrow, and walk home with the current at my side, and arrive back at the door a little different than the one who left before the morning drive. The water sets the pace for everything. It neither hurries nor decides to stay. And I have learned from all these morning walkings to move a little more the water's way. Still walking with the water every day.